Now, still in Lagos State, where a divisional police officer is off the job, at least for now, following a controversial case involving two mechanics, a lawyer and a Ford Explorer. The DPO in charge of Elemoro Division, John Amubiaya, has been redeployed by the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Jimoh Moshood, after a report in the papers raised serious allegations against his division. According to the report, officers allegedly arrested two mechanics while they were test driving a vehicle owned by a lawyer. Now, even after the lawyer confirmed the men were working for him, the police reportedly refused to release them or the car and instead filed trumped-up charges. In response, the police have now set up a 5-man investigative committee to look into the claims. They have also extended an invitation to the lawyer to come forward and meet with the panel at his convenience at the command headquarters. Now, for more on this, lawyer Olajide Ajana joins me live in the studio. Good to have you join us.
Thank you.
So this is quite, I mean, it's very disturbing, but I just wanted to give us just a brief background to the story, since the car is yours, I understand.
Okay, yes, on the 1st of April, on the evening of the 1st of April, around like 7 p.m., I gave my car, a Ford Explorer, to two mechanics around Abidjan GRA because I needed to use the car the following morning. So they had to work in the evening. And surprisingly, about 1 a.m. in the middle of the night, I was getting several calls from this mechanic, which initially I didn't pick. But when the call was persistent, I had to pick the call. And on picking the call, I was surprised that the mechanic, they told me that they were arrested by the police while they were test driving the car. And that they were arrested around 11 p.m. and that they have been trying to reach me, that my number was not reachable. There and then, they handed over the phone to the superior police officer in charge, and I spoke with him and I identified myself that I am the owner of the car, and I was the one that gave them the car for repair. So the following morning, I actually thought that the car was like going to be released automatically, but like on talking with different people, they said that I needed to be at the police station, Elemoro police station, to identify myself as the owner, and which I did. I proceeded to the police station around 8 a.m. On getting to the police station, I met one of the officers in charge, Corporal Rahim, and I also spoke with the DPO. So the DPO said that I should wait, that the person that is in charge was not around. And like that, I was kept waiting for about 3 hours. After which, I really got frustrated that come. I already identified myself as the owner of this car. I gave it to them. My car was not stolen. And the DPO was reacted that I had the audacity to be raising my voice. And he walked me out of his office. And there and then, he has that the boys should be put at the back of the counter and be charged to court. And I walked away and I was wondering on what charge. I actually wanted to leave the situation like that, but on the second thought, I said, I'm not going to leave these boys like this. So I had to make calls because prior to that one, even one of the officers refused to give me his telephone number, even just to follow up. So I have to make calls to find out that which court are they going to. And I was deliberately misled. They told me they were going to Ekpe. I had to go all the way to Ekpe. By the time I got to Ekpe, magistrate court, I got to the registry to make inquiry if any matter has been filed there or whatever. They said no. And it was then that I knew that they actually gave me false information. They misled me. They actually wanted me to be off the scene so they can do whatever they need to do with those boys. And at that point, I got information that the matter will be coming up at Etiosa, magistrate court. That is Badore. So all the way from Ekpe, in fact, I have to, because I didn't drive, I have to hire a passenger vehicle to take only me. So all the way from Ekpe, I have to run to Badore. And along the line, I will start checking my phone, looking for the contact I have in that court. And fortunately, I was able to reach the ACR of the magistrate court at Etiosa, who I told him about the situation. And he quickly went and talked to the admin magistrate in charge. And the magistrate said that he was going to hold on the matter until my arrival. Eventually, I made it to the court. On getting to the court, those boys, they were arraigned. And the charges were that they were caught with stolen vehicle, all those blah, 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 blah. And I told the magistrate that I know this car belonged to me. I gave it to them. And the magistrate
I just want to get it clear that the charges is theft.
Yes, the charges, yes. The charges that they were like items suspected to be stolen. And specifically, they put the number of my car on the charges. And I told the magistrate that I'm the owner of the car. After the magistrate verified the identity of the vehicle, that is the vehicle particulars, which she asked me to check and they verify. And she also asked me to avail her my Supreme Court enrollment number as a legal practitioner. She identified me properly as the owner, and she then dismissed the charge. But then I applied that if my car can be released, but she said since the car was not presented as an exhibit, I should go and meet the police, that they should be able to release my car, and that if they did not release it, I have to come and file an application. And that same evening, that same day, I went back to Elemoro police station, met the DPO again. And the DPO just started threatening that if I don't bring all the vehicles particular up to date this and that, they was going to charge me to court, that they are there to enforce the law. This is after the magistrate.
I'm trying to, because of time, I want us to get to the very basics. Has the car now been released?
Oh yes, I have to eventually go back to the court. I have to file an application like after 22 days, the car was released. That is by the order of the court. And of course, the day I actually take the order to him, that's like it was openly in front of the police station that he was going to flog me. I mean, action that were like grossly unprofessional. That
what about the boys? The case has been dismissed.
Oh, yes, the case
so
has
there
been
is
dismissed.
no. I mean, there is no more court case. No, the case has been dismissed.
No.
But we
Yes.
understand that an investigative panel was set up by the CP, and then you were to appear at the time that is convenient for you. Haven't been able to make yourself available?
No, I actually just got that in the news because that came to the news through the Vanguard publication and some other news. So like, I've not appeared there. I've not appeared, but I intend to do that, to appear at the panel.
So what are your expectations, going forward on this case? Your car has been released. The boys are back home. I want to believe. And then what are your expectations going forward from the investigative panel?
Well, I believe that this has actually come to the attention of the police, and otherwise, actually, the other actions I wanted to take, that's like filing civil action against them for wrongs done, because the principle of the law is that you be just, remedy. There is no wrong without remedy. I should have sued him, sued the police and every other person, but like other people have been appealing to me, to step down actions. And now that the police, they knew what happened, so the ball is in their court to actually take appropriate action.
Thank you so much for your time. I wish I had enough time because we understand that the boys were also going to be taken to Kirikiri at some point in all of this matter. Thank you so much, lawyer Olajide Ajana.
Thank you so much. All right, it's good to be here. Right.
All right, you're watching TVC News at 1. We will take a break now and return with more stories in a moment. Stay with us.
TVC News Week.